Hi, I'm going to show you with a few tools how you can make these fabulous wine glass identifiers for when you have a party to make sure no one picks up the wrong glass. So to begin, take a metal disc from Imagine Crafts Sukuniku. Now I leave the protective coating on this side because I want the rough side to go with my chalkboard paint. I then take my chalkboard paint and I give it a good stir before I start using it. And then I go over my disc. Now this first layer is going to be quite thin and won't look particularly nice, but this is just getting a base from which we can work for the future layers. So this is just giving it a bit of a key so we've got something on there. Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry, and because I'm in a bit of a hurry to show you on this video, I'm just going to do it with my heat gun. So you're going to want to repeat this process about 3 or 4 times until you have a nice even coating all over your metal disc. And again, I'm going to heat set it just so as you can see the finished result. So once your disc has been coloured in, you're now ready to move on to the next stage. So I'll just put that to one side and I'll quickly wipe off my mat because it's looking a tad grubby. So now we need to find something to attach our disc to. So we're going to use 2 things. I have these old hair ties that my daughter used to have years ago, where you just slide them into your hair. But you can use any form of metal disc. And I'm also going to use a split ring here. So to begin, you're going to take your split ring, and I'm just going to zoom in a bit so that you can see how you open the ring correctly. So I'm going to take my ring, and where it is split, I'm just going to use 2 pairs of pliers. And the thing you want to do is, rather than pull them apart that way, you're going to want to go from side to side and open it that way. And that way it'd be easier and give you a nice firm closure when you've finished. Now the one thing I've forgotten to do here is I haven't taken off my backing. So I'll just quickly peel that off now because I don't want that on there once I put my jump ring on. Now if you get any of the paint on the back, you should be able to just scrape it off with your finger to neaten it off. So I'm now going to thread my jump ring through and then pop it through the centre of this little curly wire piece. So then when it comes to closing it, all you do is take it in the opposite direction you went before and go slightly beyond, and it will spring back to give you a perfect closure. So then the only other thing I want to do is I want to open out this spring a bit so that it will go around my glass easier. So I just pull that out, and that will now go neatly around my glass. So this is now ready to decorate. So I'm going to do this one in blue this time. So I'm using my Bistro chalk markers, and when you first get them you can see that they're white at the nib. So I'll just pull this out a bit so that you can see a little bit wider angle. So all you do to start with, you need to give it a shake first and then press down until the chalk starts to come through. You can now see the chalk has come through onto my marker. So I'm now ready to embellish my tag. So I'm just going to write down on here the name of the person whose wine glass this is. And I can embellish my edge and create little patterns that can match my current party theme. And I can also use my other marker to go in and create more patterns. So I now have customised drinks placement marks to go on all my wine glasses. Thanks for joining me today. For more project ideas and inspiration, don't forget to visit the SRM blog and also visit my blog at candronicocardcraft.blogspot.co.uk.